bride and groom ascend the chuppah is one of the most beautiful sights. But we can't stand at the peak of celebration, al Rosh Simchasi, and celebrate a wedding without pausing. Taking a moment of silence for the Churban Bayis, just to lament the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash. And it's right in the context of the chuppah where we say in the Shavah Brachot, Misameach Tzion Bevaneha, we want Yerushalayim to celebrate her rebuilding. And there are two questions to ask. Firstly, I understand why during the peak of the Simcha it's important to not forget the destruction of Yerushalayim. So we mention it, we break a glass. But why do we emphasize it during the Shavah Brachos? And secondly, have you ever noticed that there's a bracha that's missing from the chuppah? What happened to Shechianu? We say it at all of our happy occasions, yet for some reason we don't say it at this incredible celebration. And the Gemara in Shabbos Kuf Lamed Amar Aleph says, "Deleka ksuba de lo ramu batigra." There's no such thing as a ksuba that doesn't have some strife, some conflict. Every shidduch, every marriage, every home has conflict. But that doesn't mean that there needs to be fighting. While sinas chinam among contemporaries brought down the Beis HaMikdash, perhaps the message of the chuppah is that we build and we rebuild, starting off with our own homes, starting with our families. In fact, the research on couples and conflict demonstrates that the marriage erodes when couples can't build a friendship, when they can't actively listen to one another and communicate with great respect. At the funeral for his wife, Shlomo Zalman Auerbach Zatzal said, normally we ask forgiveness from the departed, but in my marriage, it's just not necessary. And here we are during the times of the 3 weeks, and perhaps the message that we can take away is that we have the ability to strive and rebuild the Beis HaMikdash by overturning sinas chinam with a focus, by honing our efforts towards shalom bayis, by starting internally and looking at our own homes as the paradigm for the Beis HaMikdash. And in that schus, please God, we should be zocheh to see the fulfillment of Misameach Tzion Bevaneha.